How goes the family? How goes it? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. Not gonna be on too long tonight. Just wanted to go live before I get my dinner going and all that good stuff. Hopefully everybody's had a great weekend. And hopefully the weather's been great where you reside at. You've had time to have fun with your loved ones, wife, husband, significant other, kids, whatever have you. So basically, we're halfway through the year, and there's still a lot of behavior that I'm seeing displayed today in 2022 that I just find not shocking and appealing, but just very entertaining all at the same time. And this main thing is really it kind of goes back into mind manipulation. It kind of goes back into scam culture. It kind of goes back into just the weak mindedness of people and whatnot. And we've all had a moment in our lives where we've been vulnerable, whether people want to believe it or not, or they want to admit it or not. It is what it is. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Absolutely. But the thing is, I'm seeing a little bit too much, whether it's on social media, whether it's in real life. I'm seeing too many people still allowing weak minded people to talk them into doing things that could end up jeopardizing their livelihood, i.e., job, i.e., business, i.e., family, or just their life altogether. To be, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, and it's like, a lot of people don't realize how this is, it's not a game. At the end of the day, it's like you don't want to do this to yourself in regards to putting yourself in jeopardy, putting yourself in a position to where you can be taken away and kidnapped on just because somebody quote unquote says that they love you, or because somebody's your blood relative and things of that nature, or somebody's been your friend for 30, 40 years, 10 years, and they would never do you wrong, blah, 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 blah. Look, you have to learn how to charge people to the game. And when I say charge people to the game, I mean it literally like it's a credit card. Sometimes you have to that you have the cash to pay for the specific item, and then a lot of times you just don't. And you have to charge it. And you by utilizing other people's money, but by charging other people to the game, it means leaving people to hell alone. And I'm really just going to keep it, at that level. It's just like sometimes you have to be able to leave people the heck alone because they will drag you down. Now, this whole mindset of cult following and having a messiah, I'm not talking down to anybody who's religious. You believe in the beautiful thing about the US, you can believe in what you want to believe in. You don't have to believe in anything, and life will still go on. Very few countries around the world you have that opportunity. So, this is one thing to take into consideration. All right. But what I'm really truly getting at is there are two individuals, and people are going to hate me for saying this, but I don't care. This is like usually I'm talking about money, economics, but if your mind's not right, then your grind can't be right. And if your grind can't be right, then it's like my brother from another mother, Ronald Samuels, always says it. Mindset is everything. And if your grind's not right, if your mind's not right, then your grind can't be right. I can't really put it any other way. And with that being said, there's an individual that's circulating in the news right now. His name is Nature Boy. I did not hear about this individual until 2 days ago. I actually just finished listening to him on the Information Show. If you ever never checked him out, check out the Information Man Show on YouTube and Facebook. Great guy, great information, and thanks to him, he's helped me grow my channel a little bit. But apparently, this guy's had a cult following throughout the United States and Central America and whatnot. And he's actually been arrested for, let's just say, domestic violence issues. I'm not going to get too in depth and whatnot, but he's a cult leader and he's held people, specifically women, against their will and whatnot. And apparently, this has been happening for like the last 4 or 5 years now. And he's obviously the stupid nonsense that he's been doing because we live in the world of social media where let's thank social media because for people, I have family that's in law enforcement. Thank you for the idiots that are on social media that love to post and brag about the stupid stuff that they do online so that it makes law enforcement jobs easier to catch them, because apparently this fool's talking about stuff that he shouldn't be talking about while he's in jail. And they're streaming it live and whatnot on social media for for the world to see, and it could somewhat, for the most part, be held against them in a court of law. You know, if anyone's ever been arrested, I haven't had that pleasure, and I never want to have that pleasure. But if anyone who has ever been arrested before, the police have to read you your Miranda rights, and hey, they say, hey, you have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford one will be appointed to you. But in the social media world, silence is not golden. Because everybody wants to put out every single thing, and from the nails, toes, to whatever, to going to the gym, to going to work, to going wherever. I've even seen people get fired on their job because they went live at their job on their cell phones, complaining about their bosses and whatnot. And I don't know why people in their crazy mind think that they cannot get caught up for something like that, but a lot of people will do that. So it's like certain things just don't need to be on social media. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. But this gentleman, his name is, he has his alias is Nature Boy, but his real name is Eligio Bishop. He's an alleged cult leader known as Nature Boy, and he was arrested for after a former member of his I won't call it a cult, but I'll say organization or following identified him because she was his girlfriend, and apparently he was doing unfortunate things towards him or whatnot. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about this woman because I don't care what anybody says. No means no. I'm not with the R word. I'm not with any of that nonsense, especially anything that's illegal. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, a lot of times cults become very, very popular because they do a beautiful job of um, preying on the weak-minded. That's why they try to get young people. If you remember the guy, forgot his name, he was down in Waco and whatnot, Waco, Texas, back in the '90s. Then you had, David Banner, this not David Banner, Lord have mercy, Jim Jones. I'm not saying nothing bad about David Banner. David Banner's the man down in Atlanta, fresh out of Mississippi and whatnot. But yeah, and a lot of times they had women and children. They had men as part of the code as well. But all of these people with low self-esteem. That's why I actually embrace the people that have this "I don't care what I look like" thing. Even though if I don't particularly care for what they look like, especially a lot of the females in today's world. Um, I embrace people with the body positivity, wearing hair like however they want, dressing however they want, because you gotta to me to have some sort of high self-esteem. For me, you gotta have a I don't really care mentality. Not saying I don't care in regards to hurting people, breaking the law, things of that nature, but not caring what you look like, not caring how you're gonna live your life, as long as it's not illegal. My mind says go for it. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to look up this individual. Forgot the guy's name. What was it? Yeah, 'cause it was back in 1993, Waco, Texas. What was this guy's name? It was a siege in Waco, Texas. David Koresh. Yeah, I knew that guy's name. Yeah. So, but anyways, these people prey on weak-minded individuals. They prey on people who are lonely. That's why it's good to have a good circle around for your mental health. Even in the social media age and whatnot, it's good to have a circle around you, whether man, woman, female, whatever, child. You have to have a good circle of people around you to keep your spirit in line. A lot of people join churches. A lot of people are part of sororities and fraternities. A lot of people are part of, like me. I'm part of EY University. I'm part of By the Hood University. I rock with the Black Business School because I want to be a part of people who are talking about business and how you can utilize business not only to make more money and whatnot, but for you to get access to capital and for you to get more tax write-offs and things of that nature. And how can I make economic play in the stock market, crypto market, et cetera and so forth? How can I utilize money within an insurance policy? I need to be around a circle of men specifically like that are talking about these things and not gossip and whatnot. And I'm not knocking people that are in sports, but not sports 90% of the time, because I need to be in an environment where I can learn. Just like I hope they would want to be in the same atmosphere. We can learn from each other, because every day is a beautiful. I thank God every day I get a chance to wake up because I get a chance to learn and be better today than I was yesterday and go forward from there. But unfortunately, a lot of people have. I had, and I can, hey, full disclosure, I can say this with all sincerity. Back when I was in high school, I had low self esteem. Back, in grade school, I think like a lot of normal teenagers did. But as an adult, I grew into not caring about what other people think. I'm 39 years old now. I really don't care. I'm just about being the best person I can be and be the best person for my community and wherever I go and whatnot. But it's all about being able to not only be the best person you can be, but it's about you being who you are, living in your truth. That's why I said it's like I'm not mad at who you are, what you want to be, where you're going, as long as it's not hurting anybody, as long as it's not affecting anybody, as long as it's not breaking the law. That's my mindset. Because you have to live in your truth. Because at the end of the day, I've said this 1,000 times. You got to be comfortable with who you are. Just like I've said this to females, it makes them laugh a lot of time. I mean, laugh, mad, and got even men as well. I'm not even just going to single out women and whatnot, but it makes people mad when I say you can't be happy with anyone else until you're happy by yourself. And a lot of people put too much of their happiness on someone else, whether that's a man to a woman to a man, whatever have you. A lot of times we put our happiness in this place where, oh, I got to get the raise, I got to get into this school, my business has to make X amount of dollars. A lot of times, putting our happiness into these specific places and these specific spaces can crush who you are and who you can be and whatnot. And that's the thing. A lot of times, people need to take into consideration. Don't let who you are or who you want to be collide with each other, because that can happen a lot, and that can just make things much worse and harder for people all at the same time. And I really can't put it any other way. You know what I'm saying? I really can't. But that's just one thing. That's just one thing to take into consideration. But people get sucked into groups and whatnot that takes away their soul and their spirit. Even a lot of times for them, you can't help them. A lot of times you got to charge them to the game, because I've seen so many people who have come out of prison, just by watching documentaries, just by reading certain books, and or came out of war. The people who served the country, United States of America, fighting for freedom and whatnot. I've seen so many people come back and seen the worst of the worst in this life and just turn their whole life around, give back to their communities and whatnot. Via whether it might be via their church, might be via a nonprofit organization that they're a part of or that they've started, via the business that they've created, helping hire people, whether it's military veterans, whether it's people who might have a specific handicap, or maybe people in a specific community and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, they want to open up shop in the neighborhood that they grew up in. They want to give back to their neighborhood and still, be like a Nipsey Hustle, maybe at a smaller scale. However, they're not doing it just to make money. They're doing it because they want to be able to see people, that are part of the community, work at the actual organization that's a part of the community at the same time. Because a lot of times you've had people who are coming to a community, they care nothing about it, and because they care nothing about it, they just, hey, we're just here to extract resources, and that's that. Forget anybody who lives in this community. We're not even going to worry about even trying to hire anybody that's from this community. And hey, that's their right, but then that's that community's job to say, well, if you're not going to hire any of us, then we don't need to shop here. We'll figure it out. If you're going to be mean to us and treat us like garbage, it, it's like I said, who you spend your money with and who you bank with holds way more power than who you vote for. I'm just going to leave it at that and call it a day. But anyways, that's just my personal opinion on that one. But so charge the people to the game that are, because I'm about to end this video because I'm ready to make my dinner and get my eat on. Charge people to the game that are not about growth. Charge people to the game who always want to argue with you over nothing over things that don't matter. We live in an age where people want to argue over how you can put a freaking sock on your foot. So charge people like that. Charge people to the game that are not about being positive and uplifting. That always want to contact you when something's wrong or when they need help, but never want to contact you just to see, hey, how you doing, et cetera, and so forth. But that's another thing. It's like it's one thing to have a network, but it's another thing to have a true friend and whatnot. And most people don't even know how to be that anymore. Because it's all about them. We do live in a very selfish time frame. My mother says that a lot when I have a chance to talk to her, and I could not agree with her more on that one. All right, but um, charge people like that to the game. Charge people to the game that are still talking about stuff that happened 10 to 20 years ago, but has nothing, that is not relevant to anything today in regards to helping you grow. Because there's two forms of retirement. I always say this. The one form of retirement is people that actually work their job until the 60s and 70s and they retire from their job. And then there's another form of retirement, regardless of what your age is, but there's just no growth in the mindset. There's no uplifting. There's no, hey, there's no future plans. They're just being stagnated in who they are today and who they want to be tomorrow. Charge those people to the game. All right. Charge the people to the game that are stagnated even where they want to live or even the places that they want to see. Because I give a lot of credit to the people who are taking vacations to other states, other countries, and whatnot by themselves, whether the man, female, whatever. Because they're like, I'm not waiting on my friends. I had to do that myself. I would have never seen California if I would have waited on people. I would have never seen Seattle if I would have waited on people. I'm ready to go see other countries and whatnot. I'm not waiting on anybody. Because when I wait on people, things don't move and things don't happen. All right. And then when they're ready to do something, I'm like, well, it's too late. I've been there and done that. So what's that one crazy girl used to say? Catch me outside back in the day with the Dr. Phil show. But yeah, so charge people like that to the game. All right. And really, and I say this with all sincerity, charge people to the game that are huge on false promises and whatnot, and might give you a good speech like it's 1965, like it's the civil rights movement, but aren't good on delivering tangibles. Dr. Umar Johnson. But I leave it at that. I'm not trying to just swing at Dr. Umar Johnson. He's a very intelligent man. He gives a great speech. He's a great debater. I'm not but a lot of things don't drive up with what he's doing and whatnot and where he's going with certain things. So that's why I had to call that out. But I'm not saying it to just, I'm not going to hashtag him in this video or anything of that nature because that's not my style. But what I am saying is if you can't have a dialect with somebody and if you disagree with them and they have a heart attack like a little kid, and it's not just him, this is anybody, then you don't need to be around that because to me, intelligent conversation helps grow and spark the mental on various different levels. Intelligent conversations help spark and grow the mental on various different levels. And if you're having I don't like to call it heated debate. Only time there needs to be a heated debate is if you're a lawyer in a courtroom or you're in serving in a political capacity. Outside of that, I don't need this. I don't see the reason why there needs to be a critical debate. Or maybe if you're a CEO in a room full of executives and whatnot. But for just regular people that are having a conversation, whether it's in person or online, I don't see a reason to have a critical debate. I do see a reason to have a dialogue and a discussion. And even if you disagree, you can agree to disagree without biting people's heads off and acting ignorant and not acting in a professional and intelligent manner. Because that's what's missing today's world. And unfortunately, a lot of content that has people shouting and calling each other derogatory names, cussing up a storm and whatnot, and acting belligerent that's what the stuff that gets pushed forward more so because that's what's quote unquote entertaining. Is there anything wrong with that? I'm going to say I'm not a big fan of it. I've seen a couple of videos. I'm like, okay, entertaining. But if the whole video's like, if it's a little snippet here and there, because we're all human, we're going to make mistakes eventually. If there's a snippet here and there where there's an issue, okay, great. But the whole hour to 2 hours, people are talking about biting each other's heads off. I'm just like, not for me. Not a big fan of it. But it's just one of those it is what it is situation. But on that note, family, it's time for me to make some dinner, make some moves because this is another week that we're going into. And hey, I hope everybody has a great day, great evening, wherever you're at. Hopefully you guys have a great week. This is the last week of April. We're going into month 5 of 2022. And start charging people to the game that are not on the mission that you want to be on and that are not talking about growing or whatnot and just want to debate over things that don't have anything to do with your growth and their growth. Some people don't want to grow, they get comfortable, and it's very easy to get comfortable. Hey, I'm guilty of this myself. It's very easy to get comfortable in a relationship. It's very easy to get comfortable at a job. It's easy to get comfortable where you live at and not want to grow and make a move and whatnot. And if that's who you are, then cool. But my mindset is don't complain about the results that you get. Com- Being comfortable comes with a downside, just like anything. Being uncomfortable comes with a downside. Everything comes with a positive and a negative in this life, whether people want to realize it or not. Having kids, getting married, being in a relationship, having a business, having a job, everything, being homeless, owning a home, renting a home. Everything comes with positives and negatives, and that's just the way life goes and whatnot. But we every chance we have a chance to learn, every day we have a chance to learn, but it's on us to do that and whatnot, or it's on us to indate ourselves with mindless nonsense just because we're in our comfort zone. All right. So do the great thing for things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. As I always say, make money moves or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care, family. And don't forget, if you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, want to own some bonds all at the same time, don't forget to sign up with WEBULL, crypto.com, Stash, Coinbase, Acorns, all that good stuff. You have the opportunities to make some money, get some free stock, all that beautiful stuff. Sign up, get the instructions from there, and go from there. So on that note, family, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc., and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc., and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc., and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day.